Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Global Board Chair of the International Women's Forum, Kimberly Cooper Jackwa.
Good morning, my IWF sisters. Welcome, welcome, and thank you to the Enlovo Youth Choir and the amazing Vicki Sampson for the morning musical motivation. Indeed, we will rise. And Labo Mashila, thank you for your beautiful and inspiring words and for the beautiful, wonderful welcome reception we had last evening at Berhelehen. We thank the South African Forum for that. Wasn't it magical? And the perfect way to kick off the IWF Cornerstone Conference here in stunning Cape Town. It is also the perfect way to kick it off by welcoming His Excellency, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Thank you for joining this convening of exceptional women leaders from across the globe. We look forward to hearing your always powerful words, and thank you for being here. We also extend a warm welcome to government, diplomats, ministers, and other dignitaries here in South Africa and other nations. Thank you for joining us for what promises to be an exceptional 2 days. Inspiration is synonymous with IWF. We are an international sisterhood of leaders and a community of friends. And these gatherings always lift us up and remind us of our unique strength as an organization. And our theme for this conference, Ubuntu, fittingly, because we are here because of our connection to each other. And more broadly, we're connected to each other through our common humanity, our common dignity. Our IWF community and connectedness will help us through these hyper-dynamic times when everything is changing and nothing is certain. Our leadership, our values, and our mission to unite our global community to advance women's leadership are all more important today than they have ever been. And gathering here in South Africa, where women's leadership has been so vital to affecting change, we are standing on hallowed ground on the shoulders of giants. Women like Albertina Sisulu, better known as Ma Sisulu, the mother of the nation. A nurse by training, she married into politics and made history. Defying detention and prohibitions, she was actively involved in the African National Congress Women's League. If IWF was around then, I'd like to think that she would have been a proud member, amplifying women's voices and demanding more for women. During the Soweto rent boycott of the 1980s to protest the living conditions in the townships where she grew up, she said, "Women are the people who are going to relieve us from all the oppression and depression. It is the women who are on the street committees educating people to stand up and protect each other." And so it is in this spirit that we gather here this week to educate ourselves, to stand up and protect each other. We have an ambitious and exciting agenda. Our first session is about navigating our changing world where traditional alliances are fraying and conflicts are increasing. We'll also talk about the shifts in the global economy and have an important conversation about what kind of leadership is needed in these times. We'll discuss food security, a topic relevant here and every other continent in the world. And we'll talk about creativity and what it can teach us in times of uncertainty. We'll end with our gala, where I hope each of you will celebrate a new friendship with someone you connect with this week. Indeed, the connections that you'll make here this week will be the ties that strengthen our world. The knowledge you'll gain here will be the wisdom that charts the course for our global future. And the fun you'll have here will make memories for a lifetime. Many of you have traveled great distances to be here, and we thank you for this effort. It is wonderful to be together. We also thank our Global Board of Directors, past and present, and the Board of IWF South Africa, members of the IWF President's Council, past and present, and the fabulous IWF South Africa Host Committee for your collective leadership and your dedication to our global community. Please rise together and let us honor your service. Thank you. And now let us thank the sponsors whose generosity helped make this event possible, including Standard Bank, WDB Trust, Anglo-American, Edelman, Mayor Brown, and all the other partners who have supported us, including our Ellie's Ladder investors. You've made a profound difference to our mission and our members, and we are thankful. The generosity and the talent in this room is phenomenal, and that talent pool is expanding. We welcomed 2 new forums this year, including South Korea and Peru. Next year, yes. And next year, Sao Paulo, Brazil, whose forum president is with us here in Cape Town, will join our global community, and there will be additional forums to come. Some of our IWF fellows, the next generation of IWF leaders, are here with us today. And to you, we say, look at the women around you. We are all here to lift each other up and to support one another as we rise together. We're here because we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, giants, women like Ma Sisulu, a mentor to so many who have been instrumental in building this country. She said, we are each required to walk our own road and then stop, assess what we have learned, and share it with others. It's only in this way that the next generation can learn from those who have walked before them. We can do no more than tell our story, and then it is up to them to make of it what they will. So it is up to us and up to each and every one of you to make our story one that will resonate long after we are gone, a story that will inspire generations to come. And in that spirit of inspiration, it is my great privilege to open the IWF Cornerstone Conference by introducing our 2 co-chairs, inspirational women, Irene Charnley and Nolita Fakuda.
It's my house. Thank you very much, fella, for jazzing me up. Those ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Booger Two Shoes in the place to be. And it's going like this. Come on, Mr. Booger Two Shoes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that entrance. And thank you to you, Madam Kimberly Cooper, our esteemed and gracious chair of the Global Board of International Women's Forum. Mr. President, good morning. Good morning, distinguished guests from near and far. Good morning, sisters and friends. Sanibonani. 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 Thank you. We also see you. And we are so grateful and happy to see you on this very special occasion. 23 years since South Africa first hosted the International Women's Forum Cornerstone Conference under the patronage of her mother, Mrs. Zanele Mbeki, and the founding president, Ambassador Bridget Motsepe Radebe, who is here with us this morning. In that milestone conference, former President Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk participated. a rare privilege to have witnessed that particular engagement. So on behalf of all the members of the South African chapter of the International Women's Forum and of my co-chair here, the amazing Madam Irene, it is our great pleasure to welcome you very warmly to this corner of our land and to this continent and cornerstone of our hearts. Welcome one and all to the IWF Cornerstone Conference for 2025. We are deeply honored to host this extraordinary moment, a chance for us all to gather at the foot of Africa, between the mountain and the sea, at the closing of a year that has been so full of movement, progress, and possibility, including the chairing of the G20 right here in our own country, led by President Ramaphosa. In preparing for this conference with its theme of Ubuntu, bringing humanity to leadership, we found ourselves doing something far more than planning an event. We found ourselves, just like all of you, on which is about not being self-centered. It is about the collective, the community, the greater family to which we belong. The family of humankind. Ubuntu is about each and every one of us together. When we see our humanity reflected in others, we learn to lead with empathy, with connection, and with purpose. Through this journey of discovery and understanding, we have been inspired to think beyond this week, beyond today, and beyond this continent. We have been energized, emboldened, and empowered by the opportunity to imagine how we, as the IWF community, can continue to nurture the next generation of women leaders, to inspire them with a strength that finds its anchor in Ubuntu and its freedom in the spirit of solidarity. Many of you will have traveled a long way to be here today. I too have been a traveler in my own land. I grew up in a small rural village called Qenyu, amidst the rolling hills and grasslands of the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. It is a landscape that sings to the soul, the birthplace too of Nelson Mandela and many other leaders of our struggle against injustice and oppression. We didn't have much growing up in Qenyu, and yet we were never poor because we had the greatest gift we could bestow on each other, the gift of our own humanity, the gift of Ubuntu. I am because we are. That awareness that we thrive better together was woven into our lives from the very start. As children, we learned that caring for others was part of who we were. We helped our elders fetch water from the river. When our gardens produced more than we needed,